Well, it took a marathon all-night session, but House Republicans have passed President Trump's $4.5 trillion domestic agenda.
The measure extends significant tax cuts and dramatically slashes safety net programs like Medicaid. KTLA's Carlos Salcedo joins us from the newsroom with more. Carlos.
Cher, Rick, good evening. Now, there were a few Republican holdouts which delayed the bill's final passage. In the end, only 2 GOP members voted against the mega bill. Now, this gives the president his first major legislative win of his second term, but it didn't come without pushback from Democrats. They were unified in their opposition.
The motion is adopted.
President Trump's big, beautiful bill got a buoyant reception by House Republicans after its final passage in the chamber Thursday, overcoming multiple last-minute setbacks.
Mr. Speaker, that's not America. We're better than that.
Including a marathon midnight session, where Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries set a record for the longest floor speech, blasting Trump's sweeping tax cut and spending mega bill. The passage, falling mostly along party lines, is a huge victory for the president's agenda, allowing him to move forward with $4.5 trillion in tax breaks and increased funding for national security. The president taking a victory lap.
Biggest tax cut in history, great for security, great on the southern border. Immigration is covered. We covered just about everything.
ICE Acting Director Todd Lyons echoing those remarks, posting on social media, "The unprecedented funding for ICE will enable my hardworking officers and agents to continue making America safe again." Democrats saying the bill delivers deep cuts to Medicaid, denies food assistance to kids in need, seniors, and veterans.
Guys, so Trump's big, beautiful bill has been passed. It passed the House. It passed the Senate. It passed, guys. It's waiting on his desk on the 4th of July. So now that we're at this point, let's talk about what entails in this big bill. Now, also, you guys, before we dive into it, make sure you leave a like down below. I would really appreciate that. But I also want to know in the comments, are you supporting this? Are you against it? I really want to know your thoughts. I mean, we're here. There's not too much we can do about it at this point, right? So, yeah, I want to know your thoughts. But just to dive in just a little bit, right? So, the bill, it definitely covers some things that would help and some things that will hurt. Now, once again, as I always say, yeah, you guys voted for this. You know, it's something that the vast majority of America voted for. Now, I'm not going to dive all the way deep into the entire bill and what is entailed in this entire bill, but I will point out some key things that will help the everyday Americans. And that is no tax on tips. If you are a server, if you work for tips, you are a freelance driver, delivery driver, Uber, Walmart, Dash, whatever. There's no tax on tips and no tax on overtime pay. So that's a big one. So anybody that wants to actually get on their grind right now, this is the time, because there's no tax on overtime pay, car loan interest, and tax relief for seniors, which will put more money annually in everyone's pocket. I think that is a good thing, right? So it locks in and further boosts the double child tax credit to $2,200. And that would affect more than 40 million American families, which is good. It's bringing up child tax credit. That's good. And it also will help out households earning less than $100,000 a year will get at least a 12% tax cut compared to before. People who make over $1 million annually will pay a greater share of the tax burden than they do now. So it's kind of a rob Peter to pay Paul situation with that. But we'll continue. We'll continue. And I like I said, I want to know you guys' thoughts.
I think I don't think we have ever seen or are prepared for how catastrophic this is set to be.
Nonpartisan estimates the legislation could add more than $3 trillion to the national debt. The GOP plans to offset the cost through cuts to Medicaid, which could result in 12 to 17 million people losing their health insurance. Those with loved ones relying on Medicaid say they're gearing up for a bleak future.
It's really unfair that working, contributing citizens who do need this type of government assistance are going to be cut.
Governor Gavin Newsom calling it the ultimate betrayal, posting on X, 17 million people just lost health care, 18 million kids just lost school meals.
And the bill now heads to the president's desk. Mr. Trump is expected to sign it into law tomorrow at the White House on Independence Day. Reporting live in the newsroom, Carlos Salcedo, KTLA 5 News.
Yeah, it's no doubt that he's going to sign it today on the 4th of July. There's no doubt in my mind. Everything has to be very monumental with President Trump. Everything has to be monumental with him, right? So it's no doubt in my mind that it will be signed today, and there will be a parade, and everything will be made up for the birthday parade. But I want to know you guys' thoughts. What do you guys think? I do agree with the SNAP food stamp benefit situation that's going on, because there is a lot of moochers and loafers that sit on those type of government assistance programs, and they are well and capable and able to work a 9-to-5 job, but they don't. They want to sit around, they want to do drugs, they want to drink alcohol, and they want to get government assistance to fill their refrigerators every single month. And that I don't think is right. When the average person that works a job that does not get assistance because they make too much money, but they're barely pinching pennies at the grocery store and can barely survive to eat. You go to work every day, you do what you do, you provide to society, but then you get back home and you cannot eat. You can't have a steak dinner with your family at least once a month. You can't enjoy that. You have to eat top ramen and sandwiches, bologna sandwiches, because your wages don't match what the price of food is. Now, I hope this big, beautiful bill, I hope it will affect the prices of food, bring shit down. I'm hoping it will, but I don't think it will. Now, another thing that was big in this big, beautiful bill, you guys, is Trump tripled the budget of ICE. And so my recommendation to any illegal immigrant in America right now, my recommendation is you need to just self-deport, because Trump not only went full throttle 100%, he just put 200 more % on top of that. So he's now at 300%. We're breaking G-force at this point. Breakneck speeds. He is going to wipe this country of all illegal immigrants. I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. There is some rights in it. There is some wrongs in it. All I'm saying is, if you are here illegally, this is your time to leave. They are investing in concentration camps, in prison cages. I'm not sure if you guys seen it. Maybe I'll do a reaction to the new Florida camp for immigrants. This is a dog cage. Like, this is a chain link fence dog cage that humans are in, with bunks 3 stacks high in a cage. This is not like you're inside of a tent. This is not like a jail. Like, this is a metal cage inside of a tent. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But you guys, like I said, I want to know your thoughts. As I'll always roll back, guys. This is what America wanted. This is what America voted for. And this is what America's going to get. If you're happy about it, cool. If you're not, cool. I'm not going to pick either side. All I'm saying is, I want your thoughts. Until next time, folks, I'll see you in the next one.